Sir, please. I request to all participants, please mute yourself. Don't unmute. মৃধা স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ অডিবল।
হ্যাঁ, লাইভ স্টার্ট হয়ে গেছে।
প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার,
হ্যাঁ বলুন, শুরু করুন।
স্টার্ট করবো?
ইয়েস।
জি স্যার, স্টার্ট করুন।
ওকে। Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya, I extend a warm welcome to one and all in the on-day state. Today webinar title is Challenges and Strategies on Library Services of Educational Institution during COVID-19. Focus on a themes events in contemporary relevance. We know we are currently spending every aspect of life through the COVID-19 pandemic. The field of education is not beyond that. The role of library in education and research is undeniable. But in today's situation, we have this discussion in the hope of providing guidance on how the libraries of educational institutions will provide their services while maintaining physical distance. Thank you. Now, I have the pleasure to request Dr. Subhuto Chatterjee, Principal of Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody. It is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya, Habra, North Chobbish Parganas. At first, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to Dr. Nimai Saha, Librarian, Visva-Bharati. Sir, thanks to you for spending your valuable time with us. I would like to convey my thanks to my learned participants. Really, we are overwhelmed by your response to our humble initiative. Near about 400 participants have registered today. Thanks to convener of this webinar, IQAC coordinator, and all the members of Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya for organizing this webinar on challenges and strategies to run library services of educational institution during this critical period, this COVID-19. Really, the topic is relevant, as all we know that from the third week of March, all the educational institutions are closed. Online classes are continuing through different web platforms. But it is an important question and challenge how to run library services in this critical situation. And I am very much confident that our resource person enlightened us in this regard. It is my humble request to all the participants, please bear with us in case of any technical problems. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Welcome to our distinguished speaker. With the really honor, have with us eminent academician and invite speaker on the state level webinar. We have with us Dr. Nimai Saha. Dr. Saha is presently working as a librarian in Visva-Bharati, Santiniketan. Previously, he was served as librarian, Kalna College, and the guest faculty in Department of Library Information Science, Burdwan University. He has rich working experience of 21 years. Dr. Shah has published more than 70 articles in different journals, national international conference proceedings, published 9 books, and edited 4 conference proceedings. He is an editor of an international journal and reviewer of 3 journals. Dr. Saha has attended more than 170 seminar, workshop, conference of national and international level as an invite speaker, panelist, chairing technical session, paper presenter, and participants. Dr. Saha is an active live member of BLA, ILA, YASILIC, MPLA, WBCLA, and so many associations. Dr. Shah has been awarded many prestigious awards. Lifetime Achievement Award 2017 for IRD Group of Journals, Universal Achievement Global Medal Award 2015 for Universal Achievers Foundation, a Special Award 2015 for SC/ST OBC Employee Welfare Association Visva-Bharati, Indira Gandhi Sarabhamna Gold Medal Award 2014 for Global Economic Progress and Research Associations. His special area of interest in library marketing, innovation, best practice, library HRD, ICT, application in libraries, and science management. Thank you, sir. I request all the participants, please put your question in chat box. Our speaker, sir, try to answer your query. Now, I request to our honorable speaker, Dr. Nimai Saha, sir, please start your session.
So at the very outset, let me utter as a kind of protocol word, very good morning and welcome from my core of heart and in bigger sense from the greater Visva-Bharati. Since I'm from Tagore's land, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to the principal of the college and authority of the college and organizing committee of this state level one-day webinar. They have chosen me speaker, though by definition, I am not the professor, I am not the teacher, but I am a librarian. When the society might have some sort of reservation whether librarian is compatible, whether librarian is less efficient like that. So my situation is a bit sandwich. Whether I will be able to reach the desires of the audience, whether I will be fulfilled the objective of this one-day webinar seminar, and I'm also worried since the scope of participation of this seminar is state level. Though I found that some title is non-Bengali. So again, it's a very challenging task to me. How can I just present myself, whether I shall go by thoroughly English or it may be Benglish, I mean Bangla and English in mixture. So I will try to go by English in most of the times, but due to explanation and if any questions from Bengali Bengal participants, they can raise me questions in Bengali during interaction, and also as rightly pointed out, a librarian and convener of this webinar, that all participants are requested from my personal side to post your questions in the chat box, and don't forget to put mute your audio and video. I request to host to give a chance before concluding the session so that all we will mute our video and audio and he will take a photo, then that will be circulated through mail and otherwise. Okay. But we are living in the rural India. So technological turmoil is there and we are under sandwich situation. We are not knowing when my mobile network will be down. So if you going to put on your video, sometimes when I'm going to take entry in my formal lecture, it will be traveling to the host who just put all mute, put all mute, put all mute, and also announcing. So please bear with the situation and convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Chatterjee as principal of the Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya and also his entire team, teaching, non-teaching students, and also the community and also greater governing body members and Porichalan, administration of the greater college. And I'm sure that any program, whenever we're going to stage it online or physically, we require some people, those who are in front end, and some people, those who are in back end. So you see here, some members are working in the back end and some are front end. From my side, from my core of heart, I would like to extend my deep regards to all of them who makes this time to make and meet us through virtual mode. And last but not least, if I am not extend my sincere loving attitude, loving regards to my brotherly and my studently, Sri Sujan Saha, who is hosting this seminar and carrying every day at least 4 hours, 5 hours in the session, and in the night he is just managing the technical problem. So he is providing Herculean task of this time, and he is also enriching himself. Every day he is listening many of the LICian from India and abroad. So I think in this way, he is also adding value to the library society in Bengal and India, and also he's enriching himself. So Sujan, let accept my sincere thanks to you. I wish a big success and big career in your life. Welcome you and thank you. Now, let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me start my formal deliberation. Now formally welcome you all in this one-day state level webinar on challenges and strategies to run library services in educational institution during COVID-19, as organized by Internal Knowledge Center, formerly known as Library, and Sree Mahavidyalaya team, this organizing this kind of event. And my mission is on academic library services during COVID-19 challenges and strategies. And you know, this is a very pertinent topic what they have choose to cater by this 1 hour time. It will be bothering to me. You know, challenges and strategies in our everyday life, these are the two sides of the coin. In our family life, in our personal life, annotation. Yeah, in our personal life, in our family life, in our service, every day in the society, we are facing challenges to adapt our strategy. Now, let me go.
Sir, please stop screen sharing and start it again. Some annotation.
Stop and
Yes, sir.
stop. Then start again.
Okay, sir.
This is my recipe of today's 1 hour journey. That is introduction, library services, present state, that is pre-lockdown. So we have to say something in introduction and library services, its status in the even pre-lockdown, pre-COVID-19 situation. Not that because of COVID-19 we are under troubling and we are under challenging. We have to revise our strategies, how we will sustain our library services. Not that even before COVID-19 we have some sort of challenges that we have to reconfigure even today. So then, access educational resources, I would have to say something on that, and then finally conclusion. So you see, in this lockdown time, we do not think that everything is under lockdown. Many things is on, like sunrise, sunset, day, night, and many things. I'm not going to utter all these things. I have to manage the time. But one thing you see, we are online teaching, learning, and webinar. This is on. This is not lockdown period is off. This is on. And basic proverb, I being a librarian, I would say before this August gathering that library is closed but not librarian. Library is closed but not librarian. গ্রন্থাগার আমাদের ফিজিক্যালি তালা দেওয়া আছে, কিন্তু গ্রন্থাগারিকের অন্তর গ্রন্থাগারিকের কার্যপ্রণালী কিন্তু খোলা আছে, এবং সেই জন্যই আমরা এই অনলাইন টিচিং লার্নিং যারা করছে তাদেরকে আমরা এই রিসোর্স প্রোভাইড করতে পারছি, এবং আমরা আমাদেরকে আপডেট করতে চাই বলেই আমরা এই ধরনের ভার্চুয়াল প্ল্যাটফর্মে ওয়েবিনার অ্যারেঞ্জ করছি বা আমরা আমাদের এক্সচেঞ্জ মতামতটাকে আমরা ভাগ করে নিচ্ছি আর কি। নাও লেট মি say, since I am from Tagore's land, without Tagore we are completely meaningless and dark. You see, a great quotation as uttered by Gurudev Tagore long 100 years back that is equally applicable in the current society and COVID-19 situation. He actually meant that what life is. I slept and I dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and I saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. So in nutshell, what we are found from that life cycle is evolving with these three core components: life, joy, and service. If anyone frustrated, then it has to be blindly stated that he or she is not providing his service to the extent possible or to his best of ability. So service, if we provide, then we will gain joy. Once we will receive joy, then our life will be satisfactory. Once we will be satisfied, then we will again be ready to extend services like that. So life, service, and joy, we should be taken all together as a kind of service attitude, not that salaried attitude, that at the end of the month we are gaining a salary and that is why I am coming college and I am giving input to the society. Not that. Service means we are doing for social welfare, we are doing for the society build up activities, and teachers are the basic backbone of the societal development. So our service cannot sorts of quantitative value, I mean money or promotion or our position, power, and other things. Not that. It should be invisible only by our service attitude. Now, this is actually uttered by Helen Keller, noted author, that optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. You see, this is no other words is required. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. So if I have faith and if I have optimism, then definitely I will achieve something. So nothing can be done without hope and confidence. If anyone is frustrated at the very early morning, so the entire day he will not achieve anything and he will not doing anything. Now you see, this is the basic loops or lacks of this webinar. As every day through social network I found, and if I go through this and constantly go through the chat box, many of my already posted, Mridhada, how can I get certificate? How can I get certificate? How certificate will be given? Please send my certificate through this mail, like that. So if the core agenda of participating this webinar is to gain the certificate, then at the end of the lockdown, you will be afford this kind of long certificate, 50, 60, 100, like that. But the knowledge gain volume will be very less. So definitely we have to fight for certificate to some extent, but not for great extent and not for unique extent. So we have not to be expected certificate for every agenda. And my experience is concerned that if any seminar is not giving certificate, their registration is less. When certificate will be given, their registration is more. So it means that people are not very keen to gain the knowledge, but they are very, desirer of getting certificate like that. Now you see, what about our current society? Even pre-lockdown, even pre-COVID-19, we are having two sides of India, two sides of Bengal. One is India, another one is India. We may call that Metro India, another one is called rural India. Information rich versus information poor. And every day we are finding the digital divide, digital imbalance. You see, minimum percentage of Indian and Bengali, we are just able to participate this kind of webinar, maybe 1% or 2% like that. And from my university, yesterday night, I have a discussion with senior professor of economics. He told me, Nimai, actually in my special subject, I have 15 students and 13 students, they have attended my online class. But two students, those who are living in the rural belt and those who are Delhi Oijanna family and first generation learner, they don't have any mobile. And if I do just progress my 13 candidates, can't I wrong judge to these two candidates? So this digital divide again creates some sort of depression among the students community, among the teachers community, among the academician, and many, because of this virtual environment is not universally acceptable to rural India and to metro India, to rural Bengal, to Calcutta, that is metro Bengal. So we have to think the entire Bengal as a team, entire India as a team, entire citizen as a team, so that we will develop ourselves economically, socially, and technologically and many other things. So it's a kind of team game. Otherwise, some great percentage of the Indian will be lagging behind day by day, and some great little percentage of Indian will be upward day by day, and our gap will be ever increasing in nature. So, do you think that this Dr. Saha is against of this webinar and this technology? No, I'm not against of that, but I am just beggar of having a balanced situation. Our government should pay kind attention on that, how a BPL people will get a cell, how a BPL area, how a rural village will get stable network connectivity, so that every students from their house, by their fundamental right, they will be able to take a participation in this online. One will be having good result, another one will be having bad result or low quantity marks. And in the job market, when CSC, when NET, when SET, when SSC, any examination will be come together, there will be no division in between Kadip, in between Purulia and Kolkata and Bankura and other things. So we have to participate in the common examination pattern in job market. But in case of our traditional education, if we have been lagging behind, how can you expect that the rural belt students will be come across and will be come in front of the building of the current nation and society? So this is my humble submission. Now you see, current society is having two sides like head and tail of a coin. You see, this is the front side of the coin where we people mostly belongs. You see, we are living in the instant messaging, then TV, then this computer, laptop, and other things, then restaurant, then you say this kind of modern furniture and other things. But in another side or backside of the Bengal and India, what contains? You see women labor, you see this shelter crisis, you see this food crisis, and many things. When people are striving for their basic needs, how can we expect this kind of model environment for all? So before coming there, we have to pay enough attention to supply the basic needs of the rural Indian people, BPL people, and then we have to offer them technological infrastructure at the hands to them, so that we will be come together of this webinar and other kind of environment. Now, let us come, how can we just lifestyle? I think many of you from the audience may not be all. You see, last part of the 20th century, if any guest coming to my house, let's say the principal from Mahavidyalaya, since he is from Gurisa, my neighboring area, he may come to my house. If it was in late 90s or 20th century, what we have did, I am going to market and cooking on my own hands, or my wife will take active participation and we will serve dish to him and share with him. And afterwards, very dawn of the 21st century, we are just entering in the maid servant cooking staff, higher cooking staff society in the house. So I am just purchasing vegetables and non-vegetables item and ask my maid servant, yes, today one guest will come, you please prepare these things. Then thereafter, having enjoy with guests instead of serve to guests. What is that? Visit to restaurant physically to take food. So throughout the day, we parking and we are loitering here and there, visiting different spots. Then for lunch and dinner, we visit to a good restaurant of the town for taking food. And right today, just before COVID-19, what was the scenario? We are not having time to go to the restaurant. Even we have tired with our schedule and ask and order to restaurant owner, you please serve this dish to my house by 8 p.m. so that we will take dinner by sitting in my house. So that is called home delivery society. My own hands cooking society to we are lunching in the home delivery society. Forget about daily culture of home delivery society, that COVID attack and other things. I'm not. Then during lockdown, this COVID-19 inject us to go back to our pre COVID-19 and late 19th century of our century, that we need to prepare our food for us. And you know, those who are old age people, you might have named that Bela de Ranna Banna. There was a book in Bengali version, Bela de Ranna Banna. That book was sold from footpath, you know, and we are purchasing, and that book was in our house, and we are reading and try to make new recipe. And that Bela de Ranna Banna now replaced by YouTube video. And in my case, to my in my case, my wife, these 3-4 months she has prepared lots of new items, and we, even after new normal situation, will we visit that restaurant or not? Will we visit monthly or yearly? That question this COVID-19 teaches, that you please try to deviate yourself, to regulate your lifestyle, to regulate, and you're free from your lifestyle disease. You please be confined with the natural mode of life instead of having this kind of synthetic and mechanical life. Now you see, we are living in the open knowledge society. This open knowledge society belongs to OK, 9 means 9 facets are there. I'm not going to speak all these things because today's this agenda is not a core agenda. This is a part of the introductory part. So this is open knowledge society. This open knowledge society having 9 agenda. Out of that, one agenda will come added in my today's lecture as strategy part, that is open educational resources. I will say something on that in latter part. Now, basically, let me come to our today's main agenda. What the factors and strategies we have to taken care of? And believe me, my library colleagues are well conversant that nowadays there is nothing a book, there is nothing a published documental literature from where we can take something as copy and paste to present and showcase before you, that this much of literature is there. How will we run our library post lockdown situation? How will we go about our things with when life college is going to be normal? So my slogan is 7 by 7. Why 7? You know, 7 days in a week, and we lived in 24/7 society. So that's why my slogan is 7 by 7. We have to take care on 7 factors and formulate 7 strategies to sustain our library services in the new normal or post-lockdown era. So what are that? As me, so far my experience is concerned, it might be wrong, it may not be acceptable to you all wholeheartedly. Still, finding India and thinking India must be taken into consideration, because whenever any college, any university, any school going in class, going to market, online resources, they have to take into their kind consideration how much of the students of my college, of my university, of my school is having below poverty line. And college and university has the enough data, because every college, every institute has to offer full free, half free nature of thing based on the income and other criteria. So from there, we have to take consider that how will we reach them. Then type of the library, school library, college library, university, research institute library, public library, corporate library. You see, the scenario is completely different in case of corporate library. As far as my little experience is concerned from European country and even India, if I take the example of Pilani Group Library, it's a marvelous, and there is nothing in physical mode, everything is virtual mode. And then TIS, Tata Institute of Social Science Library, that is another marvelous library and another marvelous instance. Those who are taking and utilizing technology every footstep of library services. But in our case, even university, we are far lagging behind that. And also, in case of college, they are also far. And in case of public library and school library, better not to speak something, because we all are about the school library and public library situation. I'm not going to open up any Pandora's box in this forum. What is the situation is now, the physical existence of the library, whether it is rural area, whether it is urban area, whether it is suburban area, like that. Even some of the rural colleges, some of the rural schools, I know that they are having suffering from even electric supply. And you know, few days back when Ampun was there during South Chobbish Pargona. A long day it was out of electric connection. How can we think, brother and sister and my learned audience, that we will impart online education? Then nature and socio-finance cultural background of the library clientele. As I told in consequent with the first point, the infrastructure, especially ICTs, then training and awareness on digital literacy. I'm not talking about information literacy. Now a new term called digital literacy of the library professionals and library users, especially library clientele, teachers and others. One very fine morning, if we are uttering, if we are thinking, if we are injecting that due to this COVID-19 situation, you have to jump up to the online environment. How is it possible? Because we didn't have enough time to train our team. We did not enough time to train our teachers. I cannot equal technological compatibility from all subject teachers, right from Bengali history to physics, chemistry, computer science. There might have some differentiation. It must be there. And I don't found any flaw there because this is a common conjecture. Because of the student life, because of the study life, they may not require that kind of computer technology, that kind of other thing. But at the same time, they have to have some zeal to cope with the changing environment. Otherwise, being a teacher, being an educationist, I will be lagging behind from the society because society will not wait for you and no tide wait for none. Everything will be moving, and also we need to know to maintain the dynamic character of the educational society. So as a part of that dynamic society, I have to be dynamic. So both point we need to take consideration, and always my basic propaganda is that we need to maintain a balanced environment. Now what? There are again 7x7 strategies, that is general sanitization, preservation and conservation of library resources, then circulation of the library resources, then sitting for reading room, reference and browsing of library resources in the library premises, then encouraging library users to access library resources virtually instead of physical visit as far as practicable, then protection of health care for both library staff and users, and then others. You see, this, I am not going to utter of this. And let me again throw one message that this PowerPoint presentation, you take a snap. After my deliberation by evening, I will send the PDF version of my presentation to Mridha sir so that he will send it to all the participants, and also from chat box when message I will get, I will send to you personally. That is my nature. So I am not going to read out all things. What is my experience, what I think, I'm just noting here. Just want to point, just read me out far as me to contextualize. There is total building including door, window, furniture and fixture. This is not for library. Rather, this is applicable for entire college, entire institute. As process, within first 2 3 days is to be done as preparatory days before to allow readers in the library or students in the campus. After regularizing, at least 3 times sanitization are to be maintained for the toilets in addition to cleaning and washing. Handle of the door and window, hashboard, drinking water points, office counter, where actually students are coming by number, that particular areas is to be cleaned and sanitized frequently, at least thrice in a day, and definitely social distancing is to be maintained. Better say it is actually in my language called physical distancing. I am dead against the word social distancing, because if I am making any social distance, how can I interact? So social distancing will be there, providing physical distancing will be there. Then you see general sanitization, how will we do it? In addition to library regular entry protocol, whenever stakeholder, that is staff, library users, visitors, vendor, would like to take entry inside the library or institute, protocol for COVID-19 may be followed as mandatory condition, and the same will be hung out as notice in the entry gate and also in website, WhatsApp, public Telegram group, email, and many other marketing tools if library has, that is apps and other things. A few of them. Having mask is mandatory. Will be requested to use garments cover up to wrist. Then necessary arrangement for water points, liquid soap, hand gloves, polyshoes, paper napkin, head cover, dustbin is to be made available as far as practicable at the entry gate. The general sanitation, leave shoes, wash legs and hands with soap, wear poly cover, sanitize the hands, carry paper napkin. If any books, laptop, mobile, pen drive, charger, baggage, etc., put for sanitizer, appear through thermal scanner. Try to carry minimum no item during visiting library as far as practicable. On exit, leave and put them in the dustbin. Take own shoes and gadgets. Then concerned staff has to be unload the dustbin soon after filling and deposit the same in a proper position for lifting by the university or institute garbage lifting in general manner. And then extend cooperation with the staff to maintain the protocol, and if rush, please be in a queue distancing. And conservation of life will be, we have to acquire both resources depending upon the institutional and local needs, print and electronic. For acquisition of e-resources, there is no risk of contamination, but for print collection, we have to be cautious and try to avoid with the following 2 points. Publishers or suppliers may be asked to leave the books and bills after compilation with order and supply leaves in the drop of the quarantine box for 48 hours to sterilize. Then on third days, staff will check, verify the internal parts of the books as routine work. When messenger from post office or courier will come to deliver any item like journal, complementary items, letter, institutional communication will be placed in the drop or quarantine box for 48 hours. Then only it will be placed to the institutional head's table. Otherwise, he will be reached, the concerned staff will be reached, and the entire situation will be under risky. So this has to be maintained. Then preservation and conservation of library under B, preservation and conservation of library resources. In addition to regular pesticide treatment of the physical resources, sterilization is to be done at least twice in a day with proper sterilized powder or gaseous material, but liquid material that is water-based to disinfect or sterilize. Then library stack management, book shelving, binding, spine, barcode level printing, and pasting. Before to start all these works, proper sterilization is to be done of all items ranging from desktop computer printer, stickers, and concerned books. Entry inside the stack is to be monitored depending upon the size of the stack room to maintain social distance properly. Then how can we take return books from the students? Just you see, to sanitize 40 minutes is required to kill bacteria using UV rays. Put them in drop box for 24 to 48 hours. Staff has to wear gloves, preferably nitrile gloves. They are blue. Gloves should be discarded after each cleaning. Actually, the recommendation of Northeast Center for the Conservation section, that site I will give you at the back slide, it is there. And at the very outset, concerned borrower will inform his or her card number and accession number of the book to be returned. On duty staff will open the borrower account, check the accession number, whether he or she has issued, return the concerned accession number, ask borrower to check his or her account through mobile apps or using any computers. Then candidate is supposed to leave the books in the drop box. Books will be there for 48 hours as quarantine period. After 48 hours, once again the books will be sterilized before to sell. And if it is traditional return system, definitely when student's card will be in my desk, I will pick up the card and I ask him to read the accession number, and I will try to, from distance even, maybe binocular we can use, a small binocular, so that I will visualize the accession number. Then we will compile it and make return and ask him to drop books there. And if he interested to take the cards, he can take. Otherwise, we will suggest him to take the library cards after 2 days of sterilization. So in traditional and in half modernization library, we will just try to propose this mechanism to follow. Then regarding issue of library books, after collecting call number through OPAC, borrowers are supposed to enter in the stack if it is open access with their normal habit, inform library staff to sterilize the books, then pick up for issuing. On duty staff will issue the books by using normal procedure, maybe with barcode scanner or the process. If any library has self-check-in and check-out provision by using RFID or other modern technology, then the same is more risk-free. But that is very dream to Bengal College Library and particularly Institute Library like that. The same for reading room, references and browsing of library e-resources in the library premises. The capacity will be restricted by the feasible number, keeping social distancing issue. Maybe 25 to 30% will be allowed compared to total intake capacity of sitting required. The seat reservation system or register may be introduced with 2 hours interval. When a student will leave from a particular chair and table, the same will be sterilized and next candidate will be allowed after 10 to 14 minutes gap. If readers come with their own books to consult, then the same will be sterilized at the entry gate. If he or she like to consult or print resources from reading room, reference, stack, journal section, newspaper, theses, then the same will be sterilized twice before and after the use by the particular reader. Then, this is very crucial and I am really confused. How can we just introduce this strategy before the rural belt users, encouraging library users to access library resources virtually instead of physical visit as far as practicable. And this is my question, that how far is it possible to a college library? How far is it possible to a university library? Forget about school and public library. The answer is that, yes, we have to go with the change by our dynamic character, as I told in the introduction. So what do we do? To avoid the great expenditure, we have to coping with the open access resources. We can give the URLs of the resources and the percentage of the students, those who are having Android cell, they can also use during college hour. They can also take download by sitting in the college machine and take download in their own pen drive and go away, and from 10 to 20 pages if required, they may take print like that. But the basic question is that those who are not having this kind of media, so college or library may have one to inlay and other book readers device, may not be high price, maybe 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 like that. If 4, 5, 6 we can purchase, then that will be used by the students during the reading hour, and they may take it and they may take a printout by their own paisa from the college photo counter, and they may go away like that. So we have to find out, by seeing the question we may not be get out, we have to find out the probable solution, and that is institutional heads are welcoming. If every I am problem to my principal desk, then he don't have any surprising lamp to give me the solution. He always, like my vice chancellor, he always asks me, Nimai, please come up with solution of your library, because you are the pioneer of the library. You know what will be the better way to solve the library problems. Because I am a man of political science, I don't know how to library will run properly. So you please come with the questions along with the answer of alternatives. Then only I will just put tick mark there. So this is my humble submission to my library colleagues. Please be update yourself what may be the probable solution for your library, and you just try to give it economy proposal to your college authority, because you know the funding position of the college, and based on that we need to run the college library with minimum cost, low cost, and maximum categorization and satisfaction to the students community. Then this is actually called open access environment. And why open access environment is required, I'm not going to utter all these things, because this again 8 points are there. More exposure for my work. Practitioners can apply for findings. Higher citation rates, which is now mandatory for the NRF ranking, NAC ranking, and also my personal ranking for getting promotion of cash and other things. Then your research can influence policy. So government or the policymakers may adopt your write-up through open access mode. If it is available in the public domain, then your write-up may be more and more popular and government may choose it. Then the public can access your findings, compliant with grant rules. Taxpayers get value for their money, because we are basically nurtured by the taxpayer money. And researchers in developing countries can see you. Then you see there are 63 URLs of more than 10 crore ebooks, e-journals, and others. I don't think beyond that anything required. Yes, lakhs are there, of regional language problem may be there, but many books for teachers, many books for librarians is there. If they have a download 10 pages of that book, and then the students during their class and provide their synoptic note or extraction, then I think students may be immensely benefited from this by overcoming their language barrier. And if they are compatible with the English language, then I think this 63 URLs is more than suffice. And you will be surprising to know if your children is there 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from right from nursery to PhD, everyone is covering with these 63 URLs. You see, this is even LibriVox. The college authority and the college teachers is well conversant, and IQAC people is well that today we are running through inclusive education. Inclusive means not only by caste background, but for persons with disabilities, students with disabilities have every right to gain, to enjoy the facility of library, the common facility, what actually meant for common students that need to be addressed for the disabled students too. So this LibriVox audio books for visually impaired students, it's there, more than 7,000 audio is there. They can download and they can just instantly by MP3, they can listen it. There are many lists, and these are the what I say, you see, children's library, children's books forever, teaching ideas, story plays, Oxford Owl, Khan Academy, class on the web. These are basically for school students, those who are reading in the class 12, class 9, 10, like the online laboratory. Let's say I am reading in Habra rural school. Their physics lab is not good enough. If they log in here, it is full free. Then physics laboratory, biology laboratory, chemistry laboratory is there, and every class wise lab is there, 15 minutes video is there. They can download forever without paying any money. And for UG students, it is also there. And then children's, for nursery, there is some sort of cartoon, then story, audio, video, books. It's a lovely collection. I fervently appeal to all of you, please, 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 during this COVID-19, as a part of library strategy, log in with this, and I am rest assured that you will be having some sort of different flavor to address your clientele. And you see these books by Tagore. Many people asking that my college, Tagore's complete works is not available, or this book is not available. Please come here and log in. All books of Tagore, all write-up of Tagore is full free, including 2,260 songs as composed by Tagore. It is also available here, prose, verse, all those things. And Gandhi Sevagram, Gandhi Sahan Sevagram, they have their own website where entire activities, complete works of Gandhi is being uploaded here, so that from sociology, people from political science, people from philosophy, people from psychology, people from education, so all they may come and log what is the Gandhian thought of education, what is the Gandhian thought of social reformulation, so they can get from here without depending upon the physical life of the Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya. So by even in this time, they can download and share and cater knowledge to the students. Now these are the publishers, all class publishers. During this COVID-19 period, they are kind enough, they are responsible enough, and they are offering many resources from their basket as free, but not all. But not all. So these are the things. This is free. You can have right to download relating to COVID-19 and beyond. San Francisco Quest, world class, World Scientific Publishing, Cambridge University Press, MyLab. There are many. And what subject is not there? Many subjects. This is the Tagore website's homepage. This is a screenshot. If I am not getting time or technology may be betrayed, that's why I am taking a screenshot. In this web page, you are getting Tagore's verse, songs, novels, stories, plays, essays, and others. It is available here. You can click and download. You can click and download. Then this is Gandhi Sevagram Ashram. That is the complete collection of Mahatma Gandhi. This is of Open Access Journal. You will be surprising to know, till yesterday, here we are having 14,784 journal title. Then 11,823 searchable article level. Then 133 countries as a feeder, including India. And then you see 49.88 comment. Matlab, half crore article is full free here. Every subject, no one can claim that Nimai, my subject is not there. What are the subject collection? From agriculture, auxiliary science, history, bibliography, then education, fine arts, general works, geography, anthropology. What not there? If I am going to read all these things, this DOAJ requires 1-2 hours presentation. This DOAB, Director of Open Access Books. If you need a particular books, you please log in here. You can search by a second, by subject, and here we are having 29,000, around 28,000 ebook full free to download, particularly meant for open access books. Then this is South Asia Archives. This is immensely helpful to the incumbents, those who are dealing with history and language literature. In their subject, old is gold. So here it is South Asia Archives. All rarest material throughout India have been digitized and uploaded here. And this is open access thesis and dissertation, OATD. Here we will have accessibility of global level thesis and dissertations showcase. But in South Ganga, it will be national showcase of Indian showcase. This is Swayam. I think you are betterly conversant than me that Swayam is a platform through which you can upload your course and you can attend one course like that. This is a Swayam government of India is going to inject even from 2017 onwards. Before COVID-19, the government of India very much keen to propagate the online mode of teaching learning environment. And also, this is for your kind information that right today we are not keen to depute our teachers for attending orientation course, refresher course physically in the HRDC, because through there is a ORPIT program through which you can attend online refresher and orientation course, for which you may not require any duty leave, and through which we can add value, potential value to active value to the college without having 20 days, 21 from duty leave from the college, or also from HRDC maintenance cost will be saving. In future, near future, after some times, this HRDC concept will be removed from the Indian education system, because government of India is very much activate this ORPIT program in lieu of this kind of physical orientation refresher course. This is called Gangotri. This is a reservoir of research proposal database. Then this is complete South Ganga research thesis database. 260,000 theses are here. Those who are young faculty in a college, they may consult both this side to write up a research proposal, how to write up a research proposal, what are the research in progress going on my particular subject, on my particular area, then how a thesis is have to be write in a particular subject. They may have the download facility. Now, this is Sot Suddhi. You know, this requires one more hour lecture to cover up all these things. 2 minutes, let me say, before going to publish your academic creation, that is maybe journal, maybe book, maybe journal article, maybe book chapter, whatever it is, including students' assignment and dissertations and definitely thesis, you need to undergo through regime. And only software as given by government of India through global tender. Urkund is a Swedish software. Government of India is purchased this software by paying crores of money from Sweden company to give us full free through internet. Now you can raise a question. Mridha sir raise a question. Sir, in our college it is not there. I am very interested and pleased to invite you all, not only Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya, but from Bengal, but India, any college teacher, any institute teacher, those who are living in the fair use doctrine or academic, for their publication, if they want to check it, send me PDF version or doc version of the write-up. I will check it and give you analysis report without paying any paise, because you are Indian, I too, and we all are striving for greater India, better India, development of India. Then this is a Vidyan database. College teachers, may I request you all to here register yourself on this button. Just you see 53,264 plus experts are here. You can also act as one of the expert in your field, because sometimes college teachers may not have the PhD guide facility like that. So here also you can add value to the greater Indian education society and add of scholars may contact with you on your research interest area, and you will be indexed, and your college will be get mileage for NAC and NRF ranking. Then this is many books, e-textbook is available here. Then this is info. By this info, all free ebooks, I must say and fervently appeal to my librarian, college librarian, please, as a part of important tick in your college, you keep this link under important link. This info port means Infinite Subject Gateway for Indian Electronic Resources. All electronic free resources and consortia resources is being dumped here. So by subject, anyone can A to Z subject is there. Then browse by subject alphabet. Then browse by DDC classification, as you know, it is there. So your college teachers, students will be, particularly honor students, will be satisfactory enough how library is today going to play its role. And you know, brother and sister, right today, library is the academic corridor. Library is the academic corridor. Our role is coordinator. Our role is to facilitator. Our role is to mediator. We have to have the resource, and in another hand, the users. We have to have a bridge in between these two so that education will be a kind of qualitative fashion. Then this is IRINS, called Indian Research Information Network System. Once you register yourself in Vidyan database, then IRINS will automatically fetch your academic creation, and you will be getting indexed, and you know, some sort of a good journal. You will be impact factor journal, and otherwise you will get offered that please sir come to a reviewer, please sir come to as editor, like that. Then this is National Digital Library. Here you will have more than 5 crore textbook, reference book, elite books, digitized. Library colleagues are well conversant about that. Not repeat these things. Then this is another step of government of West Bengal, that is called State Secretariat Library under the Home and Hill Affairs Department. This is the new creation of West Bengal government last year's August, like 15th August, like that. So here you will get all the government related programs, all the government related schemes for the BPL and other persons, and education, everything will become here. So for students, or any project, any you know, scholarship and other beneficial, you can cater to the beneficiaries, so that you will be get mileage, that yes, my librarian is some sort of coordinator. He may be a shelter to me for my guide of not only education but for financial overcoming financial paucity. Then you see West Bengal Public Library Network. Here you will have more than 50,000 treasure of Bengal. Oh, heritage, full free to download. Then 9 fantastic websites that offer free college textbook. Free college textbook, mind it. Since this platform is organizing a college, so I am giving this slide here. 9 fantastic websites that offer free college textbook. Here you will come here. 9 websites are there in the bottom, and you can log in and you can download if it is there. Then you see, actually this is pronounced as archive, but it's XIV. And here you will get 17,17,000 articles. You see, it was around 50 lakhs. Here it is 17 lakhs. So almost 70 lakhs article is free by adding these two. If forget about others, then bio RXIV, bio archive. That is actually for biological sciences, different facets of biological sciences. Those who are living in the biology field, they may have every facet incorporated in this database, so they can have some sort of help from their for their study and research activity. Then this is discover research from fixed year. You see here art and environmental science, engineering, health science, humanities. Then you see studies in human society, then social science, then psychology, then physics, mathematics, meta science, humanities. All subjects are there. Language and communication and culture. You cannot say my subject is not there. Maybe less title, but almost all the subjects is being covered under this free and open access URLs. Then this is called Digital Public Library of America. Here we will get 3 crore 71 lakh. I mean 3.71 crore images, text, videos, and sounds from across United States. So after listening this, how can we claim that we do not have resource share. You have ample resources. Now it is your choice. Will you use it? Ready to retrieve it or not? That is other things. So at the very beginning, as I told, this presentation is having more than 10 to 12 crore e-resources. It's up to you, right from image, text, video, audio, sound, books, journal, thesis, database, what not. Every coin has two sides, head and tail. Whatever available in the market as free, to package my bag, not that. Whatever available in the website, is it useful to me? Is it
Hello, sir. Any problem, sir?
সুজন শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, স্যার স্টপ হয়ে গেছে।
আচ্ছা, নেটওয়ার্ক ডাউন হয়ে গেছে।
কার স্যারের?
সো হ্যাঁ, সো আমি কল করছি স্যারকে।
নিমাই স্যারকে একটু ধরো তো,
হ্যাঁ,
নিমাই স্যারকে ধরো।
আমি কল করছি।
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ, চলে এসেছে, ঠিক আছে।
Then washing hands with soap, sanitizing hands. Actually, this has been noted in the earlier first slide like that. So this is actually for health protection, and for that, what actually I want to say is that then before allowing entry inside the library, thermal screening will be done by the security staff. Necessary training is to be offered to all the security staff if it is there, or outsourcing staff is there, or who is supposed to be that particular job. A signage of protocol will be placed at the entry gate of the college or entry gate of the library, which is in front. And also every hall, big hall of the classroom, so that this notice will be, students will not forget to follow that things. And protection of healthcare for both library staff and users. In the sitting area, what we will do, in addition to regular washing, what we will do for toilet, the bag and personal belongings, how will we manage? Then others, electronic gadgets, all the electronic gadgets, server, storage, computer, UPS, printers, scanners, those who are metallic particularly, needs to be sterilized. And market is there is some product is available in the market. And when shift change or staff forced to use one computer used by another users and staff, the same must be sanitized in the gap. To notify stakeholders, for primary awareness for the stakeholders, that is particularly students, before opening the library, before opening the institute, one notification containing library operational strategy or institutional operational strategy, that is called SOP, standard operational strategy, for the post lockdown is to be circulated well in advance through different promotional interfaces like website, newsletter, email, Facebook, WhatsApp. The procedure may be reviewed once in a month, considering the state of the COVID-19 as well as observation from the library clientele regarding maintaining the circulated SOPs. This library clientele, I want to particularly mean the students union of college and university, because they are the focal point and they are taking sometimes active role, sometimes destructive role to smooth running of the institute. So without their confidence, a college cannot run smoothly. So before to augment this kind of SOP, we need to have discussion with the students representative, and we need to take their cooperation. And sometimes students from NSS, sometimes from NCC need to be trained for this kind of work, because I am 100% assured that the college principal and our university vice chancellor, they don't have any fund for recruiting any extra person to maintain this COVID protocol at least for 6 months and other things. So for doing that things, my suggestion is that students of NCC, students of NSS, and the needy students to whom we actually offer free, full free or half free, then we can add them for 1 hour or involve them 1 hour, 2 hour by rotation, and there will be a schedule, so that should work or that machinery will be acted properly, and that should be properly documented, that should be properly photographed, and which will be properly walled up through photograph and documented in the NAC evaluation. Then avoid gathering. Organization of orientation training program in physical shape will be avoided. The PPT video may be uploaded in the promotional channels of the library website. On urgency to assist the scholars or students, small team may be addressed at a time, maintaining social distance. And toilet, from NAC to NRF, and we being personal hygiene, health hygiene, Toilet is a key factor to take care. From there, it is 100% chance to contamination. In addition to regular washing and cleaning, the same is need to be sterilized at least after 2 hours interval, or as the situation demand, or if any users request to do so. Then this is not this document conservation center recommends. This is the recommendation. This is the URL. If anyone can go with this URL, they can have a primary, not very exclusive, but a primary information may be there, because they told that 24 hours at least book need to be here. A 24 to 48 hours quarantine of return books as the safest and most effective way to disinfect them without using any external inputs to the board. Maybe oily, maybe gases, maybe watery, whatever it is, without using external inputs, it is better to put up books 24 to 48 hours in the quarantine box. That will be easier way and simplest way and risk-free way to disinfect. Then you see National Center for Preservation Technology and Training, US Department of the Interior. They have some sort of guideline that metals 5 days, wood 4 days. What are the length of time of infection in disinfecting period? So this is the guideline, and there will have 10 pages write up. Anyone if interested, that's why I am just appended the URL. Now, how to sanitize collections in a pandemic conservation way on the mysteries of materials handling during COVID-19. Materials means books and other things too. Here also you will get some sort of updated guideline, because every day they are updating their site by the current situation. Then you see National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, NEERI, Nagpur. They have developed this book quarantine box for all of us, but it is not available in the market. In a forum when I am sharing this, one of my colleagues from that institute as librarian, she showcased their product, that this is there. It is a very useful and not so costly. These books will be placed here, and some disinfecting material will be pushed up here. So books will be disinfected, and this is a leg pattern. If we push it up like the small dustbin, what we are using in the household. So if we push it, it will be opened up. If we lock it, it will be finally opened up. Then we'll pick up the books and drop the books, and it will close the books for some hour, maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes like that, to avoid that 48 hours or 24 hours material. So I think this at least one item will be useful for the principal office, because she is sometimes and many a times she may not be leave any postal items for 48 hours lying unused, considering the urgency of the nature of the work and other things. Then you see this is the files and other things we can sterilize by using this ultraviolet ray machine. So we can like a note and checking machine, we can put up our files inside this box, and we can just cross the pages, and there is a blower. That blower can change the pages. It will just disinfect, and tray will be come out, and we can use that file after disinfection. Then you see this is thermal checking machine, the temperature before entering in the college gate. I think it is better to check, and it may be thermal gun scanner, that is around 1500 to 30,000 quantity material is available. In my library I have purchased one stand like this, that has been around 20,000. It is there, and by handled user, one man has to use that things, but it is no man is required, that is manless, and that is a man required. That may be 1500 to onwards, whatever price you will give, you will get that material. Then you see challenges. So challenges is not a new thing to any institutional head, any library head, any person. In our day-to-day life, in our service life, we are facing challenge, and library has no exception. Every day we are facing challenges like frequent changes in the ICT, information explosion, then supporting staff, lack of supporting staff, fast society slow development, skill development of the staff, development, marketing, superstition complexities, global and at one all these challenges, and that is why challenges is not that it is post-lockdown case, it was pre-lockdown case too. And what about additional challenges due to COVID-19? How basic things are to introduce, because without fund, nothing can be implemented in the reality. So I think government may have like rules and other things, so that college will equip themselves to this additional infrastructure. Then manpower needs to increase for these additional activities to safeguard the library. Necessary training on handling of the gadgets and awareness to save from the contamination is also needs to be arranged to remove the doubt and misconception. Because whatever we listen, we are just believing that things. So doubt and misconception is a kind of mess things in our society, and that makes a great rumor too. How the members will take up the issues before the point. How authority will treat the issue, that is a big challenge, and that is why I am just big challenge means I'm not giving here the word big, but the capital letter all challenges makes big challenges. Okay. It be possible for the university, institute, or corporate library, but the answer and fate is completely unforeseen regarding how services will be offered after lockdown by a school library or a public library or a college library, particularly in rural India. So that's a big challenge. Now, what I am just going to say in conclusion is that our society is open, our knowledge is open, our library is open, and our resource is open. Only thing, we enlighten our attitude with positive phenomena. So need to develop open attitude. Otherwise, everything is open. If my attitude is closed, I cannot find anything open. So before taking anything, we require positive attitude, we require open attitude, and enlighten our attitude so that everything will be sharp and clear. And you see, education system is a kind of network of human connection, not only the technological connection. Because a college is always running with its students, parents, government, local politics, university, EDC, local environment, librarian, society, teachers, non-teaching, and all these things a principal need to handle with his 10 fingers and 2 hands. Sometimes we think that principal have 4 hands. He will do everything. He is the head of the institution. I don't have anything. I can go away at 3 p.m. But principal need to stay till the job is complete. So my humble submission, as I told Gurudev Tagore's quotation, service joy of life, please try to enjoy the service. Try to give to the extent possible to add value to your institution. And if we do add to all the institution, then our Bengal will develop, then our India will develop, then only our global citizen will be developed. And by webinar, we are collecting this much of certificate. If my talks or my words, if one sentence anyone can implement in journey of service life, I think this bag will not be required, this certificate will be not required. Only this changing attitude is required that yes, I can do. I may have certificate, I may not have certificate. And taking example of Gurudev Tagore, without having any UG, PG, Madhyamik, PhD, he was the first Asian Nobel laureate. So, by living in the rules regulation of UGC and government of West Bengal and other things, definitely we need some paper. Definitely need to have some certificate, but not all and always. This is my humble submission to all of you. And now, let me extend my my big thanks to all of you for careful listening and bothering me with your uphold patience. And I am really grateful to the college authority, particularly my elderly Dr. Subroto Chatterjee, who is offering me this chance to share with you by 1 hour almost. I don't know whether I am disqualifying. And Mridha sir, who has been given, sir, you will be a speaker of this webinar. And 3 months back, just pre-lockdown, I was in the college. So I don't know, though I am not a teacher, I am a very common citizen and I am just a library practitioner.
সুজন
Hello, sir.
দেখো
Nimai, sir.
স্যার শোন
Last month we got network bandwidth problem আছে
নেটওয়ার্ক স্যার স্যার আসুক স্যার আসুক আমি একটু বলছি
Wrong education manner. So academic society is disturbing manner. Our society due to COVID-19 is also disturbing and gloomy pattern. So please try to find out with our positive attitude to serve the society to make a great dawn enlighten us. If time permit after question answering, I will come to online demo for 5 minutes or I will disclose the session, no issue. Now let it be open for the discussion and forum for the principal sir or Mida sir. Please take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Nimai Chandra Saha, for your illuminating and thought-provoking lecture. Really, sir, we are grateful to us, and almost 200 participants across the country have joined this webinar. Really, it is a very interesting lecture, and I think most of the participants have enriched from your lecture. Now it is the time for question answer session, introduction session. So please ask the question through chat box, and our research person will try to answer uh, these questions as far as possible within the time limit.
Participant, unmute and please ask your question.
One by one.
Yes, one by one.
Anyone have any question? Please unmute yourself now.
Yeah.
I'm Shani Banerjee Mitro.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Not audible.
Hello.
She is not audible.
Network bandwidth problem.
Hello, ma'am.
Chat box.
Network.
All the participants as requested, please introduce yourself first, then ask the question.
One question from chat box.
Yes.
Myself, Dr. Siddhartha Chatterjee, Vivekananda College, Buddhamram. I have a question. Sir, are you here? Dr. Siddhartha Chatterjee?
Yes.
Siddhartha Chatterjee. Siddhartha
Okay.
Chatterjee.
Okay, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please
Okay,
ask.
actually, sir, in your presentation, you told about to sterilize chairs or tables after leaving the students. Okay, so if you know there are many students, okay, in a college, there are many students. So how is it possible? It will take lots of time. So what the college authority or the librarian will do? Okay, if you'll go to the college, you know, in a village area where many students are there who want to participate or who want to join the library. So, you know, this is not possible for the librarians or the librarian authority or the college authority to maintain all these things in very short time, okay? Because, they're coming in the college for maybe 5 or 6 hours. So it will take lots of time. So is this really possible?
Okay, is it clear? Okay.
So shall I answer this question or we will take more questions, then I will answer?
Sir,
What
that
do I
is your choice.
So let me answer this question.
Okay.
This is a very pertinent question. You see, problem is there and solution is also there. What we can do is that, and 100 chairs sterilizing, if just spray machine is there, it will take hardly 3 to 5 minutes, hardly 3 to 5 minutes. But the cost factor and the man input factor is there. Okay. And if it is not possible, my suggestion is that at the very beginning of the college, it should be sterilized and students will be asked not to change their seat. My question was when sitting and seat is to be changed. If X is sitting after 10 minutes in his or her own chair, like a staff room, in generally in a staff room, college teachers have their own confinement chair. So they are coming after class and they are sitting in his or her own chair. If that chair is not shared by multi people, then may not be sterilized after like that. But in a college reading room, if let's say it is a 10 sitting place, but we are having 20 students or 30 students and reservation there. So when X students team go away, Y students team come away, in mid, it will take 5-6 minutes to sterilize by a kind of cotton paper, cotton cloth and other things. That is at least that need to be done Otherwise, if any contamination in any infection, single infection case is being coming, then principal will be held responsible, college will be held responsible, and entire educational system will be affected. That yes, Havra Sri Chaitanya college, that matter was there, so I will not send my boys to the college. So avoiding that things, and everything we cannot control, that's true, but at least we do something. We need to get this message to the society. That is my humble submission. Even my submission or my solution may not be the standard, may not be the soluble. Even after that, in contamination may be there, but chances will be lower. That is my submission. Thank you for question.
Next.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
May I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Please, please.
Myself, Dr. Somendranath Ghosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Please
Yes,
continue.
you are audible.
Yes. Please continue.
Your voice is not audible.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please, sir, please. The time is very limited.
নিমাইদের কাছে একটা প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে এই মুহূর্তে এই সফট কপি ভার্সন কি হার্ড কপি ভার্সনকে কোনো জায়গায় থ্রেট দিচ্ছে না?
সফট কপি ভার্সন,
হার্ড কপি ভার্সনের কাছে কোথাও একটা থ্রেট পৌঁছাচ্ছে কি? আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে থ্রেট আসছে একটা, মানে হার্ড কপি ভার্সনের কাছে সফট কপি ভার্সন একটা থ্রেট নিয়ে আসছে ডিউ টু দিস প্যান্ডামিক। তো হার্ড কপি ভার্সনের যে এসেন্স সেটা তো সফট কপি ভার্সনে কোনো সময় আমরা পাই না। তো আপনি এই মানে এই জায়গা থেকে যদি আপনার স্পেশাল কমেন্ট কিছু বলেন।
আচ্ছা, এইটা শুধুমাত্র যে আমাদের এই লকডাউন বা কোভিড-19 জন্য হার্ড কপিকে সফট কপি থ্রেট করছে এটা ঠিক নয়। 1995 সালের পর থেকেই মানে ইন্ডিয়ান মার্কেটে প্রায় 25 বছর আগে থেকেই এই হার্ড কপি সফট কপি একটা থ্রেট বা একটা ডিবেট এটা চলেই আসছে এবং এটা চলতে থাকবে। এবং আমরা যেটা বলছি সেটা হচ্ছে যে এখন যেহেতু আমাদের কাছে কোভিড-19টাই মেন এজেন্ডা হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে, তাহলে আমরা যদি এডুকেশন ইম্পার্ট করার ক্ষেত্রে বাংলা ইংরেজি যে সমস্ত মাধ্যমের বই পুস্তক বা জার্নাল আর্টিকেল অ্যাভেলেবেল রয়েছে সেগুলো দিয়ে ছেলেমেয়েদেরকে না পড়ার সুযোগ থেকে বঞ্চিত করে যদি পড়ার সুযোগটা দিই অ্যাজ অ্যান অল্টারনেটিভ, মানে ভাত খাওয়া যাবে না, তার সুগারে তা থেকে রুটিটা দেওয়া যাবে, এইরকম জায়গাতে আমরা এটা বলছি। এটা কখনোই কিন্তু পরিবর্তন নয়, পরিপূরক। মানে আমরা কখনো বলতে পারছি না যে, কারণ এই তো আমি বললাম রুরাল বেঙ্গল বা রুরাল ইন্ডিয়াতে কতগুলো ছেলেমেয়ের কাছে এই ফেসিলিটি আছে যে তারা এটা ব্যবহার করবে, সুতরাং কোয়েশ্চেনটা পার্টিনেন্ট। কিন্তু আমার মানে উত্তরটা হচ্ছে এই যে ওটা থাকবে, কারণ মানুষের যেমন দুটো হাত, আমাদের লাইব্রেরি আমাদের সোসাইটি প্রিন্ট অ্যান্ড ইলেকট্রনিক, হার্ড কপি এবং সফট কপি, লেফট হ্যান্ড রাইট হ্যান্ড, কোনোটাকেই আমরা ইগনোর করতে পারবো না। একটাকে ইগনোর করলেই আমি প্রতিবন্ধী হয়ে যাবো বা আমি ডিসেবলড হয়ে যাব। এখন একটা হসপিটালের রুগী, আমাদের হসপিটাল লাইব্রেরি যেগুলো আমরা বলি, সেখানে তো সফট কপি পড়ার কোনো স্কোপ নেই। সেখানে সবাইকে একটা রুগীকে কিন্তু একটা বিনোদনমূলক যদি বাংলা বই বা একটা ইংরাজি ফিকশনের বই দিয়ে পড়লে তার কিন্তু ডিপ্রেশনটা কেটে সে একটা মেডিকেল ট্রিটমেন্টের কাজে লাগে। কারণ নার্ভাস সিস্টেম বা আমাদের নিউরন যে সিস্টেম, সেখানে আমাদের প্রিন্ট বই পড়ার কথা এখনো পর্যন্ত রেকমেন্ড করছেন মেডিকেল অফিসাররা। এটা 1 নম্বর। 2 নম্বর হচ্ছে যে যেখানে আমাদের মানে যেটাকে আমরা বলি প্রিজনার লাইব্রেরি, মানে জেলখানার যে লাইব্রেরির কথা আমরা বলি, সেখানে কিন্তু আমরা জানি যে জেলখানার লাইব্রেরি হাতে যদি আমি অ্যান্ড্রয়েড সেল দিয়ে বলি বই পড়ো, তাহলে সে কিন্তু আন্ডারওয়ার্ল্ডের গটআপটাই তৈরি করবে, সে বই পড়াটা করবে না। সেই জন্য সেখানে কিন্তু আমাদের প্রিন্ট বই দিতে হবে। অর্থাৎ প্রিন্ট বই ছিল, প্রিন্ট বই আছে, প্রিন্ট বই থাকবে, এবং চেঞ্জিং ফেনোমেনার সাথে সাথে আমাদেরকে এখন মনে করতে হবে ভাত রুটি মিলিয়ে খাওয়ার মতন ইলেকট্রনিক বা সফট কপিটাকেও আমাদেরকে ইনভাইট করতে হবে, আমাদেরকে নিতে হবে টু দি এক্সটেন্ট পসিবল। দুটোই থাকবে। কখনোই আমি বলবো না যে ঠিক 2 ভাই বিবাদ করে বেঁচে থাকবে, 2 ভাই সহাবস্থান করবে, এইটা আমরা চাইছি। তা না হলে কি হবে যে আমাদের এডুকেশন সিস্টেম পিছিয়ে পড়বে। যে আমি এখন যদি মনে করি যে আমি সফট কপিকে নেবো না, শুধুই হার্ড কপিকে নেবো, একটা সময় আসবে বা এই ছেলে মেয়েটি যখন দিল্লিতে বা অন্য কোনো কলেজে বা অন্য একটা ভালো জায়গাতে গিয়ে বসবে, তখন সে দেখা যাবে যে এই ব্যাপারগুলোই জানে না। তখন তাকে একটা বয়সের পরে গিয়ে আবার প্রথম থেকে শুরু করতে হবে। সেই জন্য ওরিয়েন্টেশনটা শুরু হোক লেটস ফ্রম দিস স্টেজ, and fate will be decided on the basis of the situation he or she may face. That is my humble submission. Thank you very much.
Sir, one question from YouTube Live. So, I am Soikat Datto, Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya. Sir, provide me some database link for doing research on the field of commerce. business and allied field.
It
Is there
there.
any?
It is there. This entire URL, entire this PowerPoint presentation, I will be shifted to PDF and will be given to Midha sir, as I told. He will be catering to whomsoever, and every URLs will be there. If that is not suffice to him, please contact with me through mail. I will give many more sites. Okay. No issue.
Another same type of question from Vikas Kumar Haldar, Librarian, Rabindra Mahavidyalaya, Hugli. Question is, from which website we got PDF of Bengali book?
That is there. PDF Bengali books, that is BD books. Bangladesh has lots of 15,000 Bengali books website. It is there in the URL list, that 63 URL list, it is there. And also Shishandu Mukopadhyay, Jivanananda Das, many books is there. And also ABP apps is there. This is a very important thing. ABP magazine apps is there from the Play Store. If anyone can download, then Boy, Desh and others magazine, they will be able to read by sitting in their mobile apps. Okay, so there are many. Please go through my presentation at first. Then if you require any particular question, all subjects, my fellow friend Dr. Muzaffar Hussain Mondal from Rampurhat College of Political Science, I found him. He is there from his subject too. Yeah, his subject also there in the field. So I request you all to go through my presentation, and I am sure and confident enough you will be having something, not full. Then if you require any question, please ask me. I will give you material. And also, I don't know, my friend Subhash Singhorai from Pujuripara College, again another fellow from Political Science, if he is there, he, during his PhD work, every time he asking my librarian and myself as a friend, then Nimai, please send me this article. Whatever price, where it is available, you may not take any risk there. You please send me a question and wait few days. You please get the PDF version of the article and books if it is available, because our database, our hands is big than you, so that I will collect and give it to you. So my humble request to all the academicians, those who are in this forum, out of 187, you may not pay much attention to find out the resources. Please pay attention to formulate the academic creation and ask us to provide your resources required. I will serve it through your librarian and through your principal. This is our duty to serve you, because I am Indian, you are Indian. That's the thing. Okay.
একটা কোশ্চেন আছে আমার।
I think Muzaffar is waiting.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Okay,
একটা কোশ্চেন
please,
আছে।
please, Muzaffar বল।
বলছি যে এই যে সিচুয়েশন এখনকার, আমরা তো আমাদের কলেজ হয়েছে মানে গ্রাম্য ছেলেরাই বেশি আছে, সেখানে
ঠিক কর, তো ফেসটা পুরো দেখা যাচ্ছে না, মোবাইলটা একটু ঠিক করে না।
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে আর কি, আমার মানে ল্যাপটপ থেকে করছি আর কি।
ও আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে।
তা ছেলেরা গ্রাম থেকে বেশি আসে, অনেকের অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ফোন নেই, ভালো ছাত্র অথচ অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ফোন নেই। আবার গ্রামাঞ্চলের পাওয়ারটাও একটা বিরাট সমস্যা। আবার যত দিন যাচ্ছে তত তো নেটের খরচটা অনেক বেড়ে গেছে এখন, মানে প্রেজেন্ট অনেক বেশি। হ্যাঁ, তাই সেক্ষেত্রে একেবারে যারা সাধারণ স্টুডেন্ট, তাদের ক্ষেত্রে কি গভর্নমেন্টের পক্ষ থেকে যাতে সহজ টাকাতে, অল্প টাকাতে তারা যাতে অ্যাক্সেস করতে পারে এই সুবিধাগুলো, সেই রকম বিকল্প চিন্তা ভাবনা কি হচ্ছে আদৌ? আমি জানি, আমি একটা জাস্ট এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছি, তাহলে বুঝতে পারবি ব্যাপারটা। সেটা হচ্ছে গত বছর আমাদের যে ছেলেটা বীরভূমের টপার হয়েছে আমাদের কলেজ থেকে, হ্যাঁ, তার কোনো অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ফোনই ছিল না। হ্যাঁ, তখন কিন্তু এই সিচুয়েশনটা আসেনি। সে বীরভূম থেকে হাইয়েস্ট মার্কস পেয়েছে, তাকে পুরস্কার দেওয়া হয়েছে, সে এখন রবীন্দ্রভারতী বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে পড়ছে। তাহলে তার একটা অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ফোন ছিল না। এরকম অনেক ছাত্র আছে। আমি যেমন বলছি, আমি এখন অনলাইন ক্লাস নিচ্ছি, আমার যে 6 সেমিস্টারে আমার 25 জন স্টুডেন্ট আছে, তার মধ্যে 24 জন তাদের ফোন আছে, একজনের ফোন নেই, কেনার সামর্থ্য নেই। আমি যে ওই বাকি যে 24 জনকে তাদের থেকে অনলাইন ক্লাস নিই একটাই শর্তে, যে এই মেটেরিয়াল গুলো যেন যে ছেলেটার নেই তাকে যেন দেবে, এই শর্তে ওদেরকে বলি, মানে যার ফলে ওরা সহজে ওকে মেটেরিয়ালটাও দিতে পারে। এইরকম সিচুয়েশনে গভর্নমেন্টের পক্ষ থেকে যদি কোনো উদ্যোগ না থাকে, প্লাস পাওয়ারটা একটা বিরাট সমস্যা। আমি বর্ধমানেই বলছি যে লাস্ট এক সপ্তাহ ধরে আমাদের রেগুলার বেসিসে 1-2 ঘন্টা করে লোডশেডিং হচ্ছে। তাহলে আজকে যদি হতো এখন, তাহলে আমি হয়তো এটাতেই অ্যাটেন্ড করতে পারতাম। তাহলে এগুলো কিভাবে ওভারকাম করা যাবে?
এটা তো মানে খুবই ভালো প্রশ্ন, বাট I don't consider myself as a right person to give a pinpointed answer of that. But my sharing is that we have to go our proper channel. Means the college teachers, through their teachers council meeting, they may raise the proposal. That proposal may be supported by the students union or students proposal signed by them. Then the college governing body will route it to the Higher Education Council of Government of India, Government of West Bengal, and also concerned university vice chancellor, so that when vice chancellors will get the chance to meet with the honorable MIC Education, Dr. Partha Chattopadhyay, that time that will be placed before the minister. And also many peoples, many college teachers, many college principals have their own capability to interact with the honorable Chief Minister, Madam Mamata Bandyopadhyay. They may place it to there. And so far, Madam is concerned, if she understood, yes, it is required, I think, like a BPL candidate to whom we are just giving food rice to feed them and rationing management. I think this mobile recharge, this Android cell, and every rural village needs to have the network infrastructure so that the every citizens of India will get the connectivity through that network and will be able to reach of them. But the true scenario is that during this COVID situation, that discussion is just accelerated, is just prioritized, but it would have been discussed few years back. But government of India is also thinking on that, and as we all know that government of India and our government of West Bengal, we are also a member of developing country. So whatever we want, that may not be come to our hands right today and tomorrow. But we have to hammer, we have to hammer, we have to hammer. And one day, I think another 5-6 years, these things has to be executed by the government, else we cannot survive. Because when Delhi, when Calcutta, when Chennai, when Allahabad, when Ahmedabad, when Mumbai, they will go with that. If Rampurhat, if Bolpur, if Habra is not able to acquaint with that, we will be fragile, we will be lagging behind. So government has to pay potential enough attention to us and our public representative, let's say the government representative who are the MLA, MP and ministers, we have to have request to all of them by paying our personal connection, by paying our protocol connection and proper channel connection, so that it will come into being in the reality. Otherwise, problem definitely. The one students, and I don't believe that Android cell is the basic criteria of stud first. Yes, the students, those who are having intellectuality, by reading hard copy book, by struggling their nature, definitely they will gain first rank in the university. But if we able to provide this Android cell as a supportive tools, then I think that students will be a pathfinder in India. So we have to fight for that day, how we will just regenerate our rural intellectuals for the formation of shining India. That is my humble submission in reference to my fellow friends, Dr. Muzaffar Hossain Mandal from Rampurhat College. Any more?
Can I raise one question?
Yeah, why not?
Sir, that's unmute.
That is,
Yes, sir.
do you think that virtual library becomes part and parcel of our life irrespective of COVID situation?
Yes, in one word, it is yes.
Yes.
Because like a coin, as I told in the first question answer, head and tail. In one side, it will be traditional library, another side will be virtual library. If any user, any academician thought that I will be living with only tradition, then he might be run. But I think bit slow, bit later, bit problematic way. But those who will accept these things, they will be go around betterly. And these open access resources will have no cost and price. And many university librarian like me, they are ready to extend support by providing the target resources. But again, I am saying that may not fulfill the entire virtual library environment, require some sort of infrastructural development and also awareness and digital competency and digital literacy campaigning, so that it will be reached out. This COVID-19 only a point of acceleration, only a point of boost, not others. Thank you, sir, for your question.
Okay, sir. Just time is very limited. We can take only 1 or 2 questions.
Mrinal
Please,
from
only
College, any question?
1 or 2.
No. So I think no more questions.
Okay. Now it is the time for valedictorian. So I
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Kunal, sir. Yes.
I am Mrinal Kanti Das from Bardhaman Raj College.
Please. The time is very limited, sir. This is the last question.
নিমাই দা বাংলায় বলছি, স্টেট
হ্যাঁ
লেভেল
হ্যাঁ, বাংলা
সেমিনার।
বাংলা সেটা আমার
বলুন বলুন।
জাস্ট নিমাই দাদাই বলছি, নিমাইদার কাছে আমার একটা
হ্যাঁ,
কোশ্চেন।
হ্যাঁ।
যেটা বললে সেটা ঠিকই, এবং অদূর ভবিষ্যতে যে 2031 সালের মধ্যে আমরা জেনেছি লাস্ট সেমিনার কোনো অ্যাটেন্ড করে, যে 2031 সালের মধ্যে আমরা টোটালটাই অনলাইনে 100% আমরা ওপেন সোর্স পাবো, এবং এটা সবার কাছে পৌঁছে দেওয়ার ক্ষেত্রে একমাত্র পথ। সেক্ষেত্রে ইন্ডিয়া গভর্নমেন্টও ভাবছে যে কি করে সবার কাছে একটা করে অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ফোন দিয়ে দেওয়া যায়, যতদূর আমি জানি, এবং এটা ভবিষ্যতে হবে। কিন্তু আমার একটা কোশ্চেন আছে এখানে, যে আমরা যে এখন ওয়েবসাইটের মাধ্যমে পিডিএফ, যেমন তুমি বললে বাংলাদেশ থেকে ওয়েবসাইট থেকে আমরা পিডিএফ ডাউনলোড করতে পারি, এটা কি আমার একটা কোশ্চেন জানার, যে কপিরাইট অ্যাক্ট এখানে কি হচ্ছে না? আমরা যে কোনো পিডিএফ, যে কোনো লেখকের, যে কোনো রাইটারের পিডিএফ যে কোনোভাবে শেয়ার করতে পারি। এক নম্বর হচ্ছে যে আমরা কি পার্সোনালি শেয়ার করতে পারি না গ্রুপে শেয়ার করতে পারি? আমরা কি পিডিএফ ডাউনলোড করে আমাদের কলেজে ওয়েবসাইটে দিতে পারি না পারি না? এইগুলো যদি একটু ক্লিয়ার করে বলো খুব ভালো হয়।
প্রথম কথাই হচ্ছে যে যদি আমরা একাডেমিক ডকট্রিন বা ফেয়ার ইউজ ডকট্রিন মেনটেন করে কাজ করি, তাহলে কপিরাইট ভায়োলেশনের ব্যাপারটা আসবে না। দ্বিতীয় কথা, যে রিসোর্সগুলো ওপেন অ্যাক্সেসে হচ্ছে, যার পিডিএফ দিচ্ছে, তাদের সুতরাং সেইটা, এবং আই ডোন্ট থিঙ্ক যে কোনো কলেজের সার্ভারে ওই সমস্ত ইবুকগুলোকে বা ডিজিটাইজ বুকগুলোকে আপলোড করে ডাউনলোড করার দরকার নেই। অনলাইন কানেকশনটা যদি থাকে, তাহলে স্টুডেন্টস অ্যাজ পার দেয়ার নিড দে মে ডাউনলোড ইট। কারণ ডাউনলোড করতে গেলে একটা বড় ধরনের স্টোরেজ লাগবে, একটা 7-8 লাখ টাকা সার্ভার লাগবে, খরচা বেড়ে যাবে। সো যদি সেইটা আমরা না করে আমরা লিঙ্কগুলোকে দিলাম, তারা তাদের নিড অনুযায়ী ডাউনলোড করলো। আমাদের কোনো মাস্টারমশাই যদি কোনো বই চাই, আমরা যদি পিডিএফ ডাউনলোড করে দিই, আমি যদি জানি তিনি পড়াশোনার জন্যই করছেন, এবং এক্ষেত্রে আমরা যেমন আমাদের লাইব্রেরিতে একটা ফরম্যাট আছে, আমাকে যখন কেউ লেখে বা আমি যখন আমাকে রাজ কলেজের কোনো অধ্যাপক জানতে চাইবে, তখন আমি তাকে বলবো যে ডক্টর সাহা প্লিজ প্রোভাইড মি দিস আর্টিকেল ফর মাই একাডেমিক ওয়ার্কস অ্যান্ড আই উইল নট সেল দিস থিংস ফর মাই কমার্শিয়াল অ্যান্ড আদার পারপাস। সো আমি দিই, এবং আমি তাকে গোটা জার্নালটা দেবো না, গোটা বইটা দিই না, আমি তাকে কোনো চ্যাপ্টার চাইলে দেবো, এবং আমি তাকে জার্নালের আর্টিকেলটা দিচ্ছি। সুতরাং এখানে কোনো কপিরাইট ভায়োলেশনের ব্যাপার আসছে না। প্রথম কথা, তিনি একজন মাস্টারমশাই, তিনি একটা কলেজের পোর্টাল থেকে আমাকে মেল করবেন, তার একটা আইডেন্টিটি কার্ড থাকবে, তিনি ভারতবর্ষের নাগরিক হবেন, এবং তিনি লিখছেন যে আমি ফেয়ার ইউজ ডকট্রিন বা একাডেমিক ডকট্রিনের জন্য এটা করব। আর এই যে বাংলাদেশ যে বইগুলো করেছে, সেখানেও বাংলাদেশ করেছে, কিন্তু সেখানে আমাদের ভারতীয় লেখকদের বইও আছে, যেমন রবি ঠাকুরের বইও সেখানে আছে। সুতরাং এই ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের যে একাডেমিক করিডর বা লাইব্রেরিয়ানদের করিডরে এগুলো কতগুলো মিসকনসেপশন আমাদের মধ্যে ঘোরাফেরা করে, এবং আমরা নিজেদেরকে কনফিউজ করি। আচ্ছা, এবার আরেকটা প্রশ্ন সেখানে ছিল যে গ্রুপে আমরা দিতে পারি কি না। গ্রুপে না দেওয়াটাই হচ্ছে বাঞ্ছনীয়, কারণ গ্রুপে সব লোকের কাছে আপনার সমান নিয়ন্ত্রণ না থাকতে পারে। ওই প্রথম কথা হচ্ছে মন্ত্র যে আমার একাডেমিক ডকট্রিন, ফেয়ার ইউজ ডকট্রিন এটা মেনটেন হচ্ছে, এবং কমার্শিয়াল কোনো পারপাসে কেউ ব্যবহার করছে না। আপনার যদি 500 জন লোকের গ্রুপ থাকে, সেই 500 জন লোক যদি আপনার নিয়ন্ত্রণাধীন থাকে, তাহলে আপনি দিচ্ছেন, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। কিন্তু তার মধ্যে কোনো একজন যদি আপনার ওই ডাউনলোড থেকে নিয়ে কিছু করে, দেন থ্রু দেয়ার সার্ভার ইউ উইল বি হেল্ড রেসপন্সিবল সাপোর্টিং বাই দ্যাট পার্সন। তারা দুজনেই কিন্তু ইকুয়ালি রেসপন্সিবল হবে। সুতরাং আমরা কি করব, আমরা শুধু ভাববো যে আমরা পড়াশোনা গবেষণা কাজে সহায়তাকারী একজন মধ্যস্থকারী ভূমিকা পালন করছি। আমরা যেখানে যা, এই যেমন আমি এখানে যা দিচ্ছি, সেগুলো লিঙ্কটা দিচ্ছি, আমি ওয়েব অ্যাড্রেসটা দিচ্ছি, আমি কিন্তু এখানে কোনো বই ডাউনলোড করে বললাম না যে সুব্রত স্যার আমি আপনার কলেজের জন্য 100 কমার্সের বই ডাউনলোড এখানে নিয়ে এসেছি, আমি এটা কিন্তু দিলাম না। So that is the basic things of a librarian, how you are propagate your duty as a librarian, এইটা আমাদেরকে মাস্টারমশাইদেরকে বোঝাতে হবে। এবং আমি বলছি, যদি আমরা কমার্সের কথা আমি বলি, যে অ্যাকাউন্টিং থিওরি এন্ড ম্যানেজমেন্ট অ্যাকাউন্টিং, গঙ্গোপাধ্যায় মুখোপাধ্যায়ের একটা বই, 567 পাতার বই, তো 567 পাতায় একটা ছাত্রছাত্রীর পক্ষে কিন্তু পড়ার প্রয়োজন হয় না। তাহলে যে যে চ্যাপ্টারটা আমরা জানি যে একটা সিলেকশন হয় প্রশ্নের ক্ষেত্রে, কোন কোশ্চেনটা কোনটা, তার আমরা তাকে হয়তো 5টা চ্যাপ্টার ডাউনলোড করে দিলাম, এবার সে তার বাবার পয়সা নিয়ে কলেজের রেপ্রোগ্রাফিক সেন্টার থেকে যদি সে প্রিন্ট আউট করে নেয়, দ্যাট ডাজ নট ইস্যু। মলার টু মলার যদি কেউ প্রিন্ট করছে এবং সেটা যদি সে কমার্শিয়াল পারপাসে ব্যয় করছে, ব্যবহার করছে, তাহলে দ্যাট ইজ দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন। আপনারা জানেন যে বর্ধমান শহরে পারবিরহাটার মোড়ে একটা জেরক্সের পুলিশ তাড়া দিয়ে দিয়েছিল, কারণ সেই জেরক্সের দোকানদার সৌদামিনী সুইটসের পাশে, কারণ সেই জেরক্সের দোকানদার বই জেরক্স করে করে বিক্রি করতো, আমরা সবাই জানতাম, দ্যাট ওয়াজ ওপেন ট্রুথ। দেন ওয়ান ভেরি ফাইন মর্নিং পুলিশ অ্যারেস্ট অ্যান্ড সিজ দ্য শপ। So দ্যাট ইজ দ্য থিং, মানে কোথায় আইন আসবে আর কোথায় আইন আসবে না সেটা কিন্তু আমরা জানি। ওকে, সো দিস আর দ্য থিংস এন্ড দ্যাট ইজ মাই হাম্বল সাবমিশন।
স্যার বিভিন্ন হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে নিউজ পেপার শেয়ার হয় পিডিএফ ফরম্যাটে, সেই বিষয়ে আপনার কি বক্তব্য? বিভিন্ন হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে আমরা দেখি পিডিএফ ফরম্যাটে পুরো নিউজ পেপারটা চলে আসছে।
আচ্ছা, এখানে দুটো জিনিস আছে। অনেক নিউজ পেপার কোম্পানি এটা আপত্তি নেই, অনেক নিউজ পেপার কোম্পানির আপত্তি আছে। আমার উত্তর হচ্ছে এইটা, যে বিফোর টু শেয়ার ইট ইন দ্য পিডিএফ ভার্সন ইন এনি গ্রুপ, এনি টেলিগ্রাম গ্রুপ or WhatsApp group, better to take permission from the particular paper authority. If they give you clean sheet, you can do it. If they don't give it, you cannot do it. কোনো রকম নিমাইদার কথায়, কোনো রকম সুজনদার কথায় বিশ্বাস করা উচিত নয়, কারণ আই এম নট দ্য কাস্টোডিয়ান অফ আনন্দবাজার পত্রিকা। দ্যাটস ইট মাই সাবমিশন। কারণ আমার কথা হচ্ছে যে আমরা লার্নেড বডিতে আছি, আমি কোনো জিনিস না জানলে জেনে তার কাজটা করব, সেই কম্পিটেন্ট অথরিটির কাছে আমি জেনে নেবো। তাদের যদি আইনি বাধ্যবাধকতা থাকে, হোয়াই শ্যাল আই ডু দ্যাট? আই ডোন্ট ডু দ্যাট। এবার আমি যদি বলে দিই হ্যাঁ সুজন এটা করা যায়, আমি তো 12টা পেপারের পোর্টাল কালকে দেখে উত্তরটা নিয়ে এখানে আমি বসিনি, সুতরাং পিন পয়েন্টেড আনসার আই এম আনএবল টু গিভ, বাট আই এম জাস্ট গিভিং ইউ দ্য কনজেন্ট। That is my submission. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to convey my sincere gratitude and thanks to Dr. Nimai Chandra Saha for
Sir,
your
namaskar.
illuminating and thought-provoking lecture. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thanks my participant for making the webinar a grand success. And now it is the time for vote of thanks. Now I request Mr. Sivananda Mrida, Librarian of our college, to address the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. I'm audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
First of all, I convey my thanks participation with us. I convey my sincere gratitude to Nimai Saha for his valuable time. I personally, and behalf of my institution, we to Dr. Saha for his immense support to organize this webinar. When we decide to organize a webinar, from same time, he is always suggested and help us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I also convey my humble thanks to our principal, sir, and thanks all the members of Sree Chaitanya Mahavidyalaya for cooperate and support. I convey a special thanks to Sujan Saha for his technical support in very short time. Thank you, Sujan.
So I end this now.
Hello.
এন্ড করছি মিটিং না? প্রিন্সিপাল
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার কিছু বলছেন?
হ্যাঁ স্যার কিছু বলুন।
হ্যাঁ,
Please
sir.
please clarify regarding feedback form and certificate procedure. Please clarify to the participant.
Feedback link will be sent respective participant email.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, already,
Then no, and then within 7 days they will got certificate.
after submitting feedback form.
Yes, after submission.
Okay. So participants, after submitting feedback form, you will get participation certificate within 7 days. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you.